With me now I've got 26 Roy Bramley making his first appearance ever at the Hednesford Raceway. Sorry, second appearance. Roy's come all the way up from Kent today. Roy, would you like to tell us what car you brought with us?
DS420 limo.
And how long has it taken you to prepare the car for racing?
3 weeks.
And any special history to the car? Where did it come from?
No, I just bought it off someone who was starting to restore it, that was all.
Would you be prepared to say how much it cost?
£100.
Right, thanks very much, Roy, and all the best today, and I hope you have a good wrecking session.
Come over here.
Right, with me now is Mike May, who's journeyed all the way up from Cornwall, normally races at the Monarch Raceways. Mike, first of all, how long did it take you to make the journey up, and what car have you brought with us today?
Well, it took about 5 hours driving time with the lorry. I brought the two cars, the Mark 10 Jag and the Austin A60 for the young lad that races with us as well.
And how long has it taken you to prepare that car for racing, bearing in mind the distance you've travelled and that it all may end in the first half lap?
Well, I only bought the car last week. I've had the car about a week, but I've spent probably 7 or 8 hours a day on it all week.
That's some considerable time.
It had no engine, bits missing, bits rotted out, suspension falling out, things like that. You have to put it together a certain amount to get it going.
And what do you think about the classic car enthusiasts who sort of don't like these meetings we hold these days? They think we should be preserving all these antique cars.
Well, I'm a classic car restorer. That's what I do for a living. But I mean, the majority, all these cars that are here are too far gone to have any hope of restoration. There's just no hope. But this one's donated. This one's donated nearly all the trim to another man in Cornwall who is restoring the Mark 10 who would otherwise be lost. You can't have them both.
Right, thanks very much, Mike, and all the best for today's racing.
Thank you.
Right, next we've got 384 John Golden, captain of the notorious Motley Crew from down south, coming back for his annual visit here to race in the pre-68 meeting. John, what car have you brought with us today?
Well, I brought an old Austin Cambridge. She's not rotten, quite solid. Just come up here, have a good laugh, get stuck in. Come up here by myself, so the others are all around somewhere watching. But it should be a good day.
And how long's it taking to get this car fit for racing?
About 3 weeks, doing a little bit every night after work.
So once again, a terrific amount of work's gone in to get the car race worthy.
Yep, that's right, and loads of tins of silver paint as usual.
Right, thanks very much, John, and all the best today. Right, we've now got 455 Frankie of the notorious Surrey Street Squad, who I think making their fourth consecutive visit to Hednesford for the annual classic car meeting. And what car have you managed to dig up for this meeting?
Yeah, again another P5 Rover for the third year on the spin, it is actually. First year we didn't actually come up, so this is the third time. But same again, another P5. Basically, all the boys have got together and looking for a good day.
What other cars have the team brought up? Maybe you can just tell us briefly about them.
We've got a few, there's a Wolseley 6110, Austin Westminsters, 2 of those, Van and Pla 4 litre R, 5 or 6 P5 Rovers, S-Type Jag and a P4 Rover.
Legend says that you've got a terrific stock of cars back there in Croydon, is that correct?
Well, we've got a few, but they're running thin now. When you get meetings like this, a lot of them do disappear, and they're getting very hard to find. But we seem to manage to find them, so.
And I presume you're looking forward to today to renewing acquaintances with the Warlords from Ringwood, presumably?
Yes, we're going to have a good day today, I think.
Right, all the best, Frank, and the same goes to the team.
Thank you very much indeed.
I wonder if I dare say that on video. Okay. We've now got 111 Colin Thomas, a member of the Crunch Bunch from Wales. Always comes up for our pre-classic car meeting, and he's really treated us to something special this year.
Do you think so?
Come on, Colin, don't be shy, tell us about it.
Well, basically it's a 420 hearse. It's my first hearse I'm racing. I'll give it a quarter of a lap, half a lap.
And it's come fully prepared, I see, with the coffin, a la carte some of the arena drivers.
That was just to get my girlfriend in free. She lay in the back as we came in, didn't have to pay.
We thought it might be for the Inca Race steward, actually.
Yeah? Well, I just hope it's not for me, that's all. Please, Surrey Street Squad, please make it not for me.
And how long did it take you to prepare this for racing?
About 2 weeks on and off. Week, mainly, but there's a hell of a lot of wood in there that I took out. Hell of a lot.
Are you prepared to say how much it cost you?
Well, I would expect, right? Usually, yeah, 100, 200 quid, something like that. I got this one for 75 quid with the coffin, so I was very happy. A steal.
Right, thanks very much, Colin, and the best of luck today.
Okay, thank you, I need it.
Task Force, that's right.
Right, next to me now we've got 71 Rob Metzner, one of the old Inca Race drivers who used to race under the number 71, and it's actually his idea to start the classic car meetings way back in 1992. And it's a pity he didn't copyright the idea, because I think he had no idea what he was going to start all over the country, Wimbledon, Trackstar, etc., all jumping on the bandwagon. So we'll just have a quick words with Rob.
How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. Just tell us quickly how this idea came to you.
Well, basically, there was one or two of us drivers had old cars, and we decided that they weren't competitive enough to race against all the Granadas at the time. And so the idea was to ask Philip Bond if we could sort of have a race to make them as competitive as possible, which he agreed. Certainly a fair bit of spade work getting hold of other drivers to get to get the cars as well. But in the end it worked out well. But I didn't think it'd sort of carry on as many years as it has, and all over the country.
Right, thanks very much, Rob. It's just a pity you're not racing today.
Okay, cheers, thank you.
River. Wolsey 1660, it's number 57, Chris Baxter from Nuneaton. 269, former figure of 8 world champion, Dean French. 308, John Astley in a Rover 110. 26, Chris Howard from Northampton in a 3.3 Vauxhall Cresta. In 428, James Bennett all the way from Cornwall in a Magnet. 107 is Mike May from Cornwall, took him 5 hours to get here. A Mark 10 Jaguar, would you believe? 109, Paul Forbes, also from Cornwall, in a Morris Oxford. 138, Jim Dixon, a very, very rare A60 estate car. 384, the one and only John Golden, captain of the Motley Crew. 452, Adam Isles from Bournemouth in an Austin Cambridge. 119, John Woods, colours of the old Liverpool Invaders team in an Austin Cambridge estate. 013 back with us again, Mark Sutcliffe from Long Eaton in an A55 Austin Cambridge. One of the cars of the meeting, 516, Gary Weld in a Mark 9 Jaguar, would you believe? 517, Scott Weldon from Ringwood, Mark 10 Jaguar. 518, Mark Weldon, also in a Mark 10 Jaguar. 216, Nigel Baker in a Mark 2 Jaguar. Number 5, Mark Kelly from Ringwood, also in a Mark 2 Jaguar. They are the fabulous Warlords. 518 in a very, very rare. No, it can't. 51's got to be. 518 Jaguar. Got to be that one. Got to take this. 50 the car with the little 518 is Andy Curran from Doncaster in an A35, and I can't ever remember seeing one of those. And in number 6 we've got our reigning world champion Mark Holdsworth in that big 3-litre Rover. All the way then from Croydon in London, the one and only fabulous Surrey Street Squad. And amongst the cars competing for the Surrey Street Squad, 191 Paul Preston, 4-litre Rover, 999 Phil Rainsford, a 3-litre P5, 118 John Hirons from Croydon, a 420 S-Type Jaguar, 75 Lee Woodburn, 3-litre P5 Rover.
He's taking his time over this. And we're still waiting for the standard 10, who's got a trophy for the most unusual car. 518, I think it was. So if you can hear me. The steward's made his decision. The best turned out car, 217, Dave Truman. Right, Paul, if you can present Dave with that trophy.
Away we go then for 10 laps. Unders, heat run. And straight away, 914 is wound out, that's Simon Baker. And 269 Dean French also goes, and the Renault is being attacked, and in fact is being taken out by 262 Buster Gordon, your leader. 313 Mick Kern, we've got a rollover on the back straight. Not sure who that is, but he's gone. And 94 is attacked on the home straight, courtesy of 151 and 366. But the leader, 313, Mick Cotton in the Worley 472, as the A60 estate of 119 gets the wind-out treatment. And 384, John Golden being pushed sideways down the track. And 58 gets a superb blow on 384. So the caution flags are out, so we'll let you know why in just a moment. And the car on the far side, the driver's still apparently still in the car. Well, was the start then this time round. The leader, 313. And 217 is second. So the green flag is shown. You've lost no laps at all, and we'll now resume. And straight away, 384 picked up on the home straight by 151, Kevin Stigner, and spun out. Oh, and the Renault's gone as well, 139, and we've got fun and games on the home straight. The cars all pile in. Treble 7 also in trouble. 16 being attacked over on the West Bend by Kevin Stignant in the 151 car. And 332 is latching on. 336 thunders into the back of 332. 313 the leader then, coming past us now. 217. The red and yellow A60 is second, but he goes into the back of 59. The little standard 10 nearly rolls, but at 2 wheels and back on all 4. 366 has gone on the home straight, and Dean French decides to just punt him off the racing line. The leader's also gone, so 217 is now our leader, Dave Truman, who's already won the award for the best turned out car. Oh, and Mick Cotton there has 109 rearranges rear end for him. So 217 is your race leader, as 262 spins out 910 on the far side, and 217 goes into the back of 16, the Misfit, Lee Wazuski. But 217 about to be passed by 332, who's latching on to the back of him, and what's he going to do with 217? So 217 still in the lead from 332, Richard Dews. Oh, and Buster Gunn has sorted out 910. That's Mark Crisp. And 217 doesn't seem too bothered about winning. .217 then continues merrily on his way, as 313 has some aggravation from 59. And the little standard's gone. 332 seen to him, but it's going to be a win for 217, Dave Truman. And you will have a wheel up as well from 428. He's finishing on 3 wheels. Red and checkered together, please, Mr. Starter. And the little standard 10 looks very sorry for itself indeed. So that's a very good event to start the afternoon off with, very good indeed. So 207 from Watford Car Spares, Dave Truman, sponsored by Croxley Tyres. He wins the first qualifying heat for the unders, so congratulations to him. Can we have all overs ready in the pits, please? All the overs ready in the pits to come out on track, please.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, as he enters the West Bend. Your appreciation, please. The 1725 race winner. 217, Dave Truman. Dave makes his way back. It's back to Malcolm in race control.
Heat for heat 2. Don't forget, this is a qualifying heat for their final. The grid the places they finish in this will determine the grid for the final. So keep your eye on 726 especially, and also keep your eyes on the Warlords and the Surrey Street Squad. who had a little bit of a coming together in last year's event. And just feast your eyes on all the nostalgia on the track at the moment. Straight away, Retard Rory tries to latch on to 517, but doesn't connect. 26 is the first to go, and 924 follows. And 116 gets a mighty blow from number 6, Mark Holsworth. And 308, John Ashley has been turned over, or rather turned round by 107, Mike Main, his Jaguar. But the leader is 488, Steve Moore. And we have a wheel up, unfortunately, as well. 205, Menkel. Ian Bennett has shed a wheel, so under the health and safety laws we must just retrieve that wheel, which we'll do as quick as possible. So the drivers are really supposed to slow down when the yellow flag is shown. So the wheel's safely retrieved, and next time round we shall let them go. 488, Steve Moore in the 3-litre Westminster is the we go for part two. Once again, you've missed no laps. Oh, Retard Roy is taken out by one of the warlords and then gets a head-on from 488. Oh, and an almighty blitzing on 488 by the Surrey Street Squad. Just look at 488's car. Back axle lifted high. So that's Steve Moore finished, I think. So the leader now is 517, Scott Weldon. And Retard Roy gets a head-on. One of the warlords has been blitzed by Surrey Street Squad. That's 518, the action happening on the East Bend. And it'll be 5 laps next time. Oh, 414 gets a terrific blitzing. So the war has well and truly broken out between the warlords and the Surrey Street Squad. Frankie's piled into the back of 517, and we've got a mini destruction derby on the East Bend. We've got a driver in trouble as well. So the wave yellow's come out as 924 ploughs in as well. So we just need to check on the condition of a driver. I'm not sure who's in trouble, but frantic hand signals from one of them. and it looks like he's safely out of the car, I think. Yeah, he's been helped out by his teammates, and the thumbs up signal has been shown, so it looks like he's A-OK. Some very, very heavy action on that east bend. Finished, I think. So the leader now is 517, Scott Weldon. And Retard Roy, he gets a head on. One of the warlords has been blitzed by Surrey Street Squad, that's 518, the action happening on the east bend. And it'll be 5 laps next time. Oh, 414 gets a terrific blitz in. So the war has well and truly broken out between the warlords and the Surrey Street Squad. Frankie's piled into the back of 517, and we've got a mini destruction derby on the east bend. We've got a driver in trouble as well. So the wave yellow's come out as not. And Mick, of course, is acting as the pathfinder. He's showing them the route they should be taking. So 4 laps to go. Pace car safely pulls off. 202 gets a flying start, which is probably just as well, because I have a horrible feeling that 455 has designs on the... oh no, 455's come to a halt. He's... and 202 has run into an abandoned car, which is rather unfortunate on his behalf. And I think he's about to get well and truly mangled, which he does. So... 455 Frankie, I have a feeling he's going to win this event. That's Mick Holmes, because he's only got his teammate with him. So short of 455 doing something very uncharacteristically, fencing himself or running into an abandoned car, I think we can say he's going to win this event. His teammate has decided to reverse off 202 and thinks, well, I'm going to rejoin. So 455 is just going to have a gentle saunter around the track, ready for the final, when doubtless he will remove some more cars. So he's just got 1 lap to go. So it's going to be one of the easiest victories Mick Holmes, I think, alias Frankie's ever had, as he just cruises round in his P5 Rover out for a leisurely Sunday afternoon drive now. Negotiates the traffic on the M25. So let's hope the second heat is just as action-packed. You can now see where we wanted to make sure we had equal numbers of the Surrey Street Squad and the Warlords. So checkered flag then for 455 Frankie. The only other finisher, 116, Rob Herons, and limping round, I think, is 999 for Rainsford, who just waves to the starter.
The last few laps of that was quite easy, wasn't it?
Yes, very easy.
Do we have any supporters? 455, Frankie Holmes. No, no supporters at all. They've all gone quiet now on you. Right, trophy presentation time. Pictures taken, posed by the car. Right, as Frankie Holmes collects a trophy and a checkered flag, climbs above the control car with Daniel. An appreciation, please, as he makes his way around. Make some noise. Cheer him, boo him. Just make some noise. 455, Street Squad. Frankie Holmes. As he passes the East Bend Grandstand. Past the debris of what was the last race. Half the cars, save the cars for the later on in the meeting, the other half will be out with you in a minute. Now we shall get a big cheer. That's it, big cheer from the home supporters, mechanics. Will he get such a cheer when he gets to the other end of the pits? When he gets to the Warlords end? Okay, Warlords, do we get a cheer? Do we get a boo? Not a lot of reaction as he passes that camp. Right, West Bend. Good appreciation in the West Bend there. The squad. 455. Frankie Holmes.
Back in some sort of race-worthy condition, and it's amazing what the pit crews can do. So we'll play you some more music. You're rocking DJ here, as the programme says. So and we'll be back and racing just as soon as possible. And if you cast your eyes down the far straight, you'll see that 191, we're not bothering with breakdown trucks for him. His own pit crew just lifted him up and over onto his transporter. That's one way to clear the track. That's Paul Preston leaving the track. And what a way to do it in style. And the driver's actually in that car. You can see the Surrey Street squad and the Metal Wreckers jockeying for position to see who can last the longest. I think they obviously got designs on one another. Mr. Murph, 430. And who's going to blitz the hearse first? Or will 111 survive? And who's going to have the pace car, in fact, because those Jaguars are quite quick. One of these days, the pace car will definitely join in a race. And Mickey's looking anxiously over his shoulder as he exits the West Bend. The green flag is waving, and away we go. Well, the Hurst has negotiated the first bend. And 117 in trouble. It's been sandwiched between two Metal Wreckers. And 293 Rover gets a mighty blitz. Oh, and just look at that on the East Bend. And we're just going to have to bring the caution flags out until we've rescued that driver. One's got the front, one's burst into flames as well. And we have a car on fire as well. And this is a red flag, red flag. And 117 in trouble. It's been sandwiched between two Metal Wreckers. And 293 Rover gets a mighty blitz. Oh, and just... Right, well, please accept our apologies for the delay, but just one of the things that happens with short circuit racing. We do apologise. You haven't missed any of the racing, I assure you. Here we go then for Heat 2 of the Elvers Complete Rerun. Starter waves the green flag and away we go. And straight away two of the Rovers have locked horns. That's 293 and 437, and it looks like 293's seeking the sanctuary of the infield, but no, he's continuing. 814 has been attacked over on the far side by Mr. Murph, and 336 is quickly arriving on the scene to help his teammate. 814 then, Mark Millen having severe problems with the Surrey Street Squad, and 437 has decided to sort out Dangerous George in 44. And 36 being very, very naughty there, and I think he's earned himself a black flag as 814 is taken from the infield by 430, and 36 has been given the black flag, and it's all getting a bit naughty out there as the Warlords and Surrey Street Squad really set about themselves. Oh, 814 Mark Millen has blitzed the back of, I think that's 437. And I think we've got a minor DD breaking out on the far side. No, 336 has missed 814 this time. Oh, and a terrific head-on 36 on the Surrey Street Squad. Right, well, we're just waiting. Right, the steward has brought that race to a halt. Checkered flag, that race is null and void. Obviously, none of the cars really wanted to race, it would appear. So, that event declared null and void. Decided in race control who we think's going to win this event, so we're going to put the kiss of death on 217. Dave Truman. We'd like to see 518 win, actually. That's Andy Curran, but that's probably hoping a bit much. 12 laps then for the unders. Their Classic Car Cup final. The starter poised with the yellow and green flags. And away we go. And straight away 109 gets the wind out treatment. 119's collected by a pack of hungry A60s. And the rest go merrily on their way. And 262 Buster Godden has gone into the lead for the moment. And 518 has come to grief over on the far side. Likewise, Mick Cotton on the west bend along with 119. And a rollover from the A60 estate of 138. And 217 has gone. 3 gets well sorted out by 59. And the Renault is still going as well. And 262, the leader, 57 is second. There's fun and games on the West Bend. And one's decided he wants to go the opposite way round and has gone head first into the Armco. So there may not be many Inca race drivers out there, but we're first and second at the moment. The Black A60 leads at 262. And 138 Jim Dixon in trouble once again. He's already rolled over. As 452 he's spun on the West Bend. And 518 has been attacked by that big bully in 428. And 518 is trying to get a bit of his own back. And John Golden has now taken that little 518 out. And Buster Godden has gone over on the far side. The new leader now, 57, Chris Baxter. 57 then, Chris Baxter in the A60 is our race leader. And 139, last year's winner, now running second. That's the Renault, the red, white and blue one. As 313, Mick Cotton goes on the home straight and then gets a lovely T-bone courtesy of 59, Steve Lewis. And just look at the state of 3. Oh, and 57 tries to hitch a ride on the back of 518. But Chris Baxter still leads. Inca Race in the lead. And the 518 is still mobile, would you believe? And I think, oh, he's got a T-bone from treble 7, treble love in the Hillman Minx. '57 then, Chris Baxter. '57 then continues. 139 may be second, but that's debatable. And 269 Dean French we think is up to third, the former figure of 8 world champion. But 269 decides he wants to remove 452, which he does, rams him up the Armco. And he decides to hit the pit gate as well. That's Adam Miles from Bournemouth. 119 in trouble. He's tangled up with 428 and 313, but lives to fight another day. Oh, and Mick Conn back straight out in front of 336, and he's jacked up superbly. And 57, the leader, is about almost ready to lap the second place driver. Oh, and 57's gone. He's run into some stationary cars. 139, last year's winner, is in the lead. Now 57 still technically in the lead once 139 goes past. Oh, 139. John Golden pulls out in front of him. 139 starts his last lap. 262 Buster Godden is second. Now can Buster Godden catch him? So some great entertainment, and just keep your eyes on 384 John Golden, 452, because they're up to mischief. They're going to have some fun when 139 comes through. He's safely through. Paul Cunningham takes the win. 262 will be second if he gets across the line. And he hasn't, he's turned it round, and he's going for John Golden. No, he's not, changed his mind. So Buster Godden has thrown away second place. He decides he wants to have a go at 452. Oh, and Paul Cunningham's buried himself in the back of Dave Truman. Well, despite what I wrote about 139 in the programme, oh, Dean French has blitzed the rear of Paul Cunningham's Renault. They have still got a DD to come later this afternoon, a proper DD. So well done there to Paul Cunningham. in front of 336 and he's jacked up superbly.
Right, and in second place, 332, Richard Juice from Lutterworth. Any supporters? Yeah, somebody's alive over there. Right, and after he's collected his trophy, to retain his trophy for the second time, from all the way down there in Worthing, we give you 139. Paul Cunningham. Your champion, 139, Paul Cunningham. Right, West Bend Grandstand. Make some noise. It's cold, it's wet, they've worked hard. Mr. Renault 16, Paul Cunningham. Your appreciation, please.
The P68 then, Over's Classic Car Cup for 1996. Obviously where these drivers race in small field, they have a strange way of lining up because it doesn't appear they wish to and it'll hopefully be a start this time round. Drop the green flag early, let the fun games commence. Obviously it's going to be carnage, unlimited, bangers and smash. And straight away while the Surrey Street Squad goes on the top bend. And two more have bitten the dust over on the west bend. And the Vauxhall Crest has gone over on the far side of the track. But 202 is your race leader, the Austin 3 litre of Mike Kilford. Oh, 484 backed off slightly. Oh, 116 really blitzes the wheel, that Metal Wreckers car on the home straight. And the Warlords and Surrey Street Squad are having fun over on the East Bend. 202 your race leader though. And 517 is ploughed into the back of the Surrey Street Squad. So who's next? And the rest of the lads are coming round. And 516 has dumped Mr. Murph almost on his side. One's turned it round to go the wrong way. Oh no, number 5's retiring. 118 is now your new leader, John Highlands. So it's 118. So 118 from 202. And 107's also coming into it, that's Mike May from Cornwall. And 107, the long distance traveller, trying to take second place from 202, but 118, John Highlands from the Surrey Street Squad. 202 is spun on the far side, courtesy of 107. 34's got stuck on the infield. And 202's now spun himself completely. One 107. It would appear Mark Kelly is looking to try and take out 118, given half a chance. All gone rather quiet for the moment as 118 does the laps. 5 coming off the infield at him, and he's missed and gone straight into the arm carrier, number 5. Maybe you could say he's got his just desserts. So 118 just to mistimed that completely, number 5, Mark Kelly. But 107 is beginning to catch 118. So 107, Mike May definitely after the cash. So Mike May in the Mark 10 Jaguar closing in on Phil Hirons, rather John Hirons I should say, in 118. 117. As a lap, we're going to have a good finish to this. 118's gone very wide, 107 into the lead. The man who restores classic cars for a living, 107 in the lead, Mike May from the Monarch Raceway in Cornwall. And it looks like the cash is going back to the Cornish folk down there. Last lap, 107. And 202's hurtled into the back of 118 and does a bit of grass track racing. And now they're going to indulge in a head-on, 202 and 118, brilliant stuff. But it's 107 then who takes the win. Well done to Mike May. Second home will be, I think, the reigning world champion, number 6, Mark Holsworth. And red flags, please, Mr. Starter. So that could be described as a right good record. And they've still got a destruction derby to come, so heaven alone knows what that's going to be like.
Second and last place, the reigning National Banger world champion, number 6, Mark Holsworth. And stepping forward to collect his trophy for the 1996 Classic Car Overs champion, all the way from the St Day Raceway down there in Cornwall, 107. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike May. Just one quick word with Mike. You've come 300 more to do it. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, great fun. Back again next year.
Congratulations. Classic Car Overs champion, Mike May. Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls in the West Bend Grandstand. Your appreciation, please. Mark Holsworth and Mike May.
Destructive driver. And 518 is out, the hero of the day, Andy Cohen in the standard is back out. It's got a sort of lean-to look. It's sort of shrinking race by race. We'd prefer them if they did stay off the infield, but I'm sure they won't. And then it's a fight to the finish. 518 Andy Curran, the hero of the day, being cheered on by the pit crews. And 403 not had the best of luck. Mr. Hollahead from Landudno, it looks like that car will be saved for another day. And 57 Steve Baxter has also got problems. And they've already started over on the back straight, never mind. Here we go then for the unders 5-lap final, and then a mighty DD. And 119 has spun out number 13 over on the back straight, and in turn he's taken out by 139 Paul Cunningham. '94 has been attacked by, and 518. Great hit on John Astley. Rather sorry, that was Mark Arnold in the 94 car. 013 hitches a ride on the back of 518. And 518 slithers into the fence. But he's still mobile. 94's turned it round already. And misses 109. And there's some fun on the back straight as well. And 518, to his credit, is rejoining. Oh, and Paul Cunningham's run up the Armco. Oh, and 336. 366 rather. Keith Phillips gets a good blowing on one of the Vigilante cars. And we won't have many left for the Destruction Derby at this rate, because they're quickly falling by the wayside. So the leader, treble 7, treble 269 is second. Treble 7, the race leader. And treble 7 will take the win. 269, Dean French currently running second, but it's rather academic. Oh, Trevor Love right into the back of Paul Cunningham's Renault. So Trevor Love wins the 5-lap dash, and the Renault is still mobile. Paul Cunningham did very well last year in the DD. Just feast your eyes on 139. The DD has now started, a fight to the end. And number 3's been knocked out. Number 3's gone off the side of the victory road, rolled himself, courtesy of 109. And just look at 139. Oh, that big bully in 109. Paul Forbes has sorted him out, careers across the infield and dives into 384. .119 is currently pushing 452 round the track. And we're down to about 3, maybe 4. Now, what's Mr. Dixon going to do in 138? Gently into the back of 109 and 452. Piles themselves into the dead cars. John Golden very strong in 384, the captain of the Motley crew. Captain Chaos. The Renault has died. Dean French also very strong in the Cambridge. .452 then, and 269 lock horns on the home straight. There's barely a mark on 138's A60 estate. And he's looking for Dean French, but misses. And John Golding then looking for that A60 estate and lands one on the back. $139 has finally expired. $119, John Woods in his Austin Cambridge estate. Being pursued now by Dean French, so we're down to just 4. And Dean French eyeing up 452, here we go. And 452 is ready for that. Adam Earls from Bournemouth. And the original Liverpool Invader, 119. John Golden looks slightly worse for wear. And 119 is going to attack 452, but very gently. Here comes John Golden. Which one's he going for? And it's Adam Earls. John Golden certainly knows how to use his A60. Here comes Dean French. So 452 getting plenty of stick. And he retaliates on John Golden in 384. It looks like 119 has expired. So it looks like it may well be down to Dean French and his sparring partner, John Golden. But 452 is still moving. What's Dean French going to do? Nice blow above the front wheels. And here comes John Golden. This time he goes for Dean French. These A60s take an awful lot of killing off. So it looks like it's down to Coventry Avengers and the Motley Crew. Both drivers certainly... Oh, 452 is mobile again. So Dean French being roared on by his friends in the pits. 452 and 384 going to meet. 384 backs off, 452 still goes. They're going to have a run up this time. And here comes Dean French at breakneck speed. T-bones. Oh, great T-bone there on 452. Now Dean's still moving. Yes, he's backed off. And 452 as well, brilliant. And it's John Golden, I think, who's dropped out. So the Austin Cambridge, or both Austin Cambridges actually. So has Dean French only reverse gear left. And he's going to push him into John Golden. No, they miss. So Adam Earls on his first visit to Hednesford, certainly giving a good account of himself. These were the best cars ever built for banger racing. There's never been another car like it and never will be. So it's a game of cat and mouse now as they chase the prize money. All 3 cars now are in synchronisation, i.e. reverse. Dean has almost come to a stop, but 452's not got much more than crawler gear either. Well, it's not dark for another couple of hours yet, so there's plenty of time. Now 452 is now found forward gear. And they just have a friendly coming together there. 452 though looks as if he could be the stronger of the 3. 269 I think has finished. We'll wait a stewards' decision on that. No, 269 is going. .452 is going to turn it round for one last try with 384 John Golden. We're down to just two. Dean French has bailed out. So 452 Adam Eales turns it round for one last chance at John Golden. But neither cars have really got a lot of horsepower left under the bonnet. Here we go again, another head-on. Something's happened this time. 452 has stalled. 384 has backed off, Captain Chaos. 452 has finished. 384 then. Captain Golden in the Austin Cambridge, about to shake hands with 452 Adam Eales. So, congratulations there. 384 John Golden in his Austin Cambridge wins the Unders DD. The runner-up will be 452 Adam Eales from Bournemouth.
Stable down there. Right, as they make their way into the West Bend. Good applause, please. Destruction Derby winner. 384. John Golden. As they make their way back, we clear the track, ready for what's left of the overs.
Right, the pace car better make a quick exit. Here we go then. This will be short and sharp, guaranteed. Stand by for some mega blitzing. 999 has retired. Oh, and Mark Holsworth first into the action with a blitz on the rear of 414 Doom. And 999 run up the Armco, courtesy of 308 John Astley. Retard Roy lurking with intent on the infield. Where's he going? Who's he going to give a head on to? And he gives a mighty blow to 814, Mark Millen. 308 is into the Armco totally unaided. And the squad and Meckel Wreckers indulge in a head-on on the home straight. And 107 turned aside on the home straight as 827 and 437 continue their little contre-tump. 308 is finished. Retard Roy, it would appear, has come to a sticky end. And what's 516 going to do? Not a lot at the moment. And Retard Roy trying to make the gap smaller on the exit to turn 4. And 455 T-Bones 827. And where's Frankie going? Up to the West Bend to see what he can find. Mick Reese trying to get the cars onto the track. Here we go then. And here comes Dangerous George. Oh, what a great blow there to the back of 516. And here comes Mike May. Who's he going for? Ah. Dangerous George though, he's still going. Locks up with 437. And 107 will receive the black flag from the steward unless he takes part in the action. 107 will be black flagged unless he takes part in the Destruction Derby. And Frankie's done on the infield, and here goes. The Hardco's been done as well. So we don't normally have the Destruction Derby on the grass, but and 516 being roared on. Oh, and a T-bone on 107 courtesy of 516, the Mark 9 Jaguar of Gary Weldon. Now where does that leave us? 516 is finished. 107 is still mobile, but is anything else? Dangerous George is finished. And 999 may just be mobile, but he's stuck on the grass, it would appear. .107 then, it looks like the only one mobile. 107 then, Mike May is the winner of the Destruction Derby. What a day for him then. Final or championship win and Destruction Derby. The runner-up 516, Gary Weldon. And the most destructive goes to 44, Simon Clifford alias Dangerous George. So the winner there, 107, Mike May. Runner-up 516, the Mark 9 Jaguar of Gary Weldon. The most destructive 44, Simon Clifford alias Dangerous George. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Don't forget we're back in a fortnight's time.
As they make their way back, the pride of Cornwall, Mike May.